What is up, you guys? Dennis Garcia here. How the hell is everybody doing? I am doing fantastic. Today it is Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. Excuse my hair. I took a nap. I just woke up. It's like 8 p.m. at night. I got off work not too long ago and knocked the fuck out. So I had to pull out the lights, which I have not done in a minute. I had to pull out the studio lights. So I thought, you know what? Let's make a little fun background. Let's add some color to my YouTube videos because they haven't seen a bright background color in months. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a different video, a video that I haven't done in quite some time, and that is a sit down video to just kind of talk about some changes that are going to be occurring in my life over the course of the next few months, which I'm going to dive into deeper in a little bit, as you can see by the title of this video. However, before I do, I just kind of wanted to touch up on why I have not been uploading vlogs the last 2 weeks like I told myself I would and like I told you guys I would, because I made a promise to myself like a month ago that I was going to start uploading again and maybe even start uploading twice a week, which had been the case up until about 2 weeks ago. So you guys know how I told you that I was like starting a new job and how I was very excited for that. So I started my new job and it is an amazing job. I love it. It is full-time, great perks, great benefits, all of that amazing stuff. However, there's a period in between starting a new job and getting paid where you're just not earning money. So I still have bills to pay. I still gotta eat. I still gotta I still gotta do shit. So I needed to make money. So in order for me to make money, I had to continue working my part-time job after I got off work in order to be able to stay afloat. So what I've been doing the last 2 weeks until I get paid from my main job, my main source of income, is after I get off work of my main job, I work 4 hours at my part-time job. And I've been doing that every single day, even working 8 hours on my days off of my main job. So literally working from 8 to 5 and then from 6 to 10, I would work my part-time job. So it's been a very, very, very exhausting 2 weeks. I finally saved up enough money to like have a little bit of a cushion until I get my first check from a new job. And so I finally have time to like sit down, relax, take a breath, not stress so much, and finally film a fucking video. Because I have not had, not only have I not had time to film videos, I have not had time to myself whatsoever. I haven't had time to like watch TV shows. I haven't had time to go shopping. I haven't had time to like really eat and like enjoy a meal at like a sit down restaurant. It's all been like fast food and like quick meals that I could eat in between work, and it's been fucking exhausting. This is probably the hardest that I've worked my entire life because I'm usually a very like, oh, I did my 8 hours of work. The rest of the time I'm just gonna like enjoy life. And that was me a while ago. 2025 me understands that we are in a economy that thrives on people overworking themselves in order to just survive and like scrape by. So that's kind of been my situation right now. I've been having to survive, and it's not the most funnest thing. We are finally in a good place. We are finally in a place where like life feels good again and I can breathe again. Speaking of which, the topic of this video, the topic at hand, is what I'm going to dive into next. As I told you guys, I started my new job, and like I said, I'll state it again, I fucking love my job. It is one of the best jobs that I've ever had. Along with getting this new job was getting health insurance. I've never really had like great health insurance. I never really understood health insurance. I've always kind of picked like the base plan and then wondered why the fuck I was paying out of my ass. And so this time I was like, I'm 33. I'm a fucking adult. I need to start going to the doctor and taking care of myself, not only physically, but like mentally and emotionally and spiritually, and running a little bit of a maintenance on my body because I have not been to a doctor since I was 18. I haven't had a proper full blood work panel since I was like 18. I've been to like STD providers, and I've gotten like a full panel there for like STDs and stuff, which I always do because I let you know my status, and that's something that I've always kept constant is like my STD panels. But I haven't really done like a full blood work checkup. I haven't done a physical. I haven't gone to a skin cancer doctor to check for skin cancer. And living in Arizona, living in Phoenix, and being around this sun, this blistering sun, for the last, gosh, I lived in Phoenix for the last 30, no, 20, 25 years probably. 20, yeah, around 25 years I've lived here. And I have not once gone to a dermatologist. And I have seen a lot of people my age, not only in Phoenix, but around the country, get skin cancer. And that is something that has worried me a lot. And I think it's time. So, what I did when I got this new job is I signed up for the highest plan available, the one with the best perks, the best in network prices, the best deductible, all of that mumbo jumbo that like I didn't understand when I was 25 that I now understand. And when I signed up for the highest plan, it was with the intention of doing it to change my life in many ways. And another way that this new health insurance is going to help change my life is by losing weight. So, weight for me personally has been a huge struggle my entire life. I've always been a thicker kid, I've always been a chubbier kid, I've always been a chubby adult. And it has gotten to the point where I have lost all drive and all motivation to work out, to eat healthy, to take care of myself in that way. There was one point in my life where I felt happy and healthy, and that was from 2017 to 2020. And that was when I used to live in Long Beach, and I lived 2 miles from the beach. I love the beach. The beach and me are like best friends. I used to walk to the beach every single day. I used to walk 5 to 8 miles a day, sometimes even more. And it never felt like exercise because I enjoyed going to the beach. For me, it was just a walk to the beach. And in 2020, I came back to Phoenix, came back to my parents' house. The pandemic started, and everything just kind of hit the fan. You know, you guys know what happened in 2020. The whole world shut down for like a solid year and a half, 2 years. We were freaking ordered to stay indoors. Martial law went into effect. Everything was closed. Food was very scarce. You had to kind of eat what you could get. And for me personally, I could only get pastas and frozen foods and garbage, junk food in order to survive. There wasn't really like healthy options at that time. And so, aside from not having access to like the best food, depression also hit me really hard during the pandemic. That blinking and realizing that now we're at 2025 and it's been 5 years since the pandemic began, realizing what I've done to my body and like seeing that I'm at my heaviest is alarming and scary, because the fact that I'm at my heaviest and I have no motivation to lose the weight is terrifying. It's terrifying. So I did the only thing that I could do, and I asked my insurance and talked to a primary care specialist about seeing how much it would cost for me to start an Ozempic, Wegovy, Manjaro kind of journey. And I was approved. I was approved to start taking injections, GLP-1s, and so that's what I'm going to start doing. I was luckily approved for an affordable prescription of Zepbound, which is the injections that I'll be taking for for my entire life, I guess. I've done a lot of research on the drug. I've done a lot of research on GLP-1s in general. And the fact that once I start them, I know that I'm going to have to be on them for my entire life. And that's something that kind of scared me away from doing this. But to me, it's scarier to be in this position of feeling okay with where I'm at than taking a chance and being happy with my body again. And in turn, being happy mentally. And hopefully changing habits and giving myself that time from being how fat I am right now to hopefully in like a year or two being a great weight that I feel happy in my skin in, to hopefully have that time to build better eating habits, better exercise habits, and just kind of change my life around overall. And so that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen from now on in my life. A lot of my vlogs are going to be a process and a journey into my Ozempic era. And that's something that I kind of wanted to bring you guys in on, because I feel like not a lot of people are honest about losing weight and what they take. And I want to be honest with you guys. I think it's going to be interesting to take you guys along with me through this journey and to kind of see myself change and myself transform, you know? I'm going to get more into like the depth of it all in the next video, which is going to be a vlog along with like a little sit down moment to kind of discuss how I went about starting a GLP-1 and just kind of give you guys some advice, I guess. And I would also love to hear about you if you are on Zepbound and Manjaro, Wegovy, Ozempic. How has it changed for you? I would love some advice. I would definitely love to hear your side of things, and just kind of help each other out. Build a community, you know, of people who are on GLP-1s and working out and eating healthier and enjoying losing weight, because that's something I really, really want. I want to be able to fit in the rides at Universal Studios and feel confident in my skin and in my clothes, and that's just not something that I've been able to do for quite a long time. So I'm a little scared. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm also kind of excited, but mostly scared. But I think being scared and nervous for something just means that it's unknown. And sometimes you just gotta jump both feet in and take a risk. So that's what I'm doing. But anyways, I will see you guys next week for the first vlog of this new chapter of my life. And I hope to take you guys along with me. And I'm excited to see where this goes. I hope you guys are all having a good day and a good week and a good month and a good year and a good life. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.